pass by here on a Sunday afternoon, you'll see lots of folks sitting on those stairs just enjoying the river, enjoying this beautiful building. It's done in clear glass because it can't block the building behind it. Designed by the Getch Group. Now, this is the older section of the hotel. The total rooms are 452. This is a landmark building because this is where Fort Dearborn was built. Fort Dearborn was built here in the 1800s to protect the Chicago area before it was burned down. You'll see winged lions at about the 5th floor. That's called bas-relief sculpture. Flat sculpture up against a building is bas-relief. This is the symbol of the London Guarantee Company. Coming underneath the bridge, you'll see the entrance to the older section of the hotel. There's a bronze plaque over the older section, and that they used to cover water towers. Now they cover prime office space. You can see the glass at the base of the corners there. I'll tell you, if I had an office up there, no work would ever get done. I would just be looking out the window at this beautiful, beautiful river and the river traffic. On your left, this is the Riverwalk. The Riverwalk was built between 2014 and 2016. The area with the flags is the Vietnam Memorial. That was there for quite a while before they decided to extend the Riverwalk. It was designed by Carol Ross Barney, and the area between the bridges are called rooms. The first 3 rooms are commercial. You can get a glass of wine. You can rent a kayak if you're brave enough to kayak along the Chicago River with all of our boats out there. The last 3 rooms are more natural with, there's gardens, there's fountains, and the children in Chicago fish along the Chicago River. On your left again, does everybody see the building that says 55 at the top? Yes? Good. We're not talking about that building. We're going to talk about the building next to it. That's 77 West Wacker. It was designed by Ricardo Bofill. This was his first major project here in Chicago, and this is postmodernism. Now, much fancier than that first building, the modern building. The top of the building is triangular. That's called a pediment. This building also has a colonnade of columns along the top. And postmodern buildings do one of 2 things. They honor their neighbors in some way, and that's called plaza. They created a plaza. That they could accommodate. That weight could be accommodated. So this created one of the oldest plazas in the city. If you're walking through here, take a look at the engravings. Because this was the Chicago Daily News newspaper, there's a history of journalism. They will tell you the story of Navy Pier. If you flew into Midway Airport, you might see an old plane hanging there. That was fished out of Lake Michigan. So Navy Pier is now Chicago's Illinois' second most popular tourist attraction. I feel like we're going in circles. Second most popular tourist attraction. It was dethroned by Millennium Park. So we are going to take a look at the tallest building, and I want you to take a look at the top of the St. Regis Chicago. It's this beautiful green glass building, and if we don't catch it now, I won't be able to give you the full explanation. So take a look at that. Turn back into the main branch. You'll see the reflection of the boat as coming around in the lower left corner as we make that turn. I always like to see the boat come back in. It's sort of a validation that I'm still here, at least physically. Let me introduce you to the Grand Lady of the River, and that's the Mart, this beautiful large building on your left. It's 2.5 square blocks. It was built in 1929, designed by Graham Anderson, Probst and White for the Marshall Field family. Who knows Marshall Field? The kitchens and the bathrooms face an atrium that snakes through the middle. If you have a boat, you can leave it here all winter. They agitate the water in the boat slip. Directly ahead of you is Chicago's tallest building, Willis Tower. If you are emotionally attached to Sears, as many Chicagoans are, it's Willis, and it's been Willis for many years. Willis is a London-based insurance exchange that got naming rights to the building. Now, this building was built in 1974, designed by Bruce Graham, and Fosler Kahn was the structural engineer. This is another form of wind management. Now, we have tall buildings and super tall buildings. There are mega tall buildings, but there will never be one in the United States since 9/11. The FAA has outlawed. They put crowns at the top of this building that are so bright they are darkened during migratory bird season, spring and fall. We ask our buildings to darken their lights to keep these little birds. Of the building. This building is different. This building has a water-tuned damper, a liquid-tuned mass damper. There are 12 tanks at the top of the building filled with water. There are screens between them. When the wind blows, the water sloshes in the opposite direction and maintains the stability of the building. Now, when we come underneath the bridge here, get your cameras ready because you can take a picture of us going underneath 150. You'll get a selfie of the boat and all of you going underneath the bridge, the building. There we are. Bump out. A frustum is a pyramid that they cut the top off. So she takes one pyramid, cuts the top off, takes another pyramid, cuts the top off.